me. I wake up every morning, my mother will chide me. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. Saturday night, no subway stations. Saturday night, just changing TV stations. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. And I know what it's like to be rejected every night. And I'm sure that it must be easier for boys from the city. I go to the football and I cheer for my team. I go to the football just to hear myself scream. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. Sunday session down at the hotel, staring at girls that I don't know well. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. And I know what it's like to be rejected every night. And I'm sure that it must be easier for boys from the city. I wake up every morning with no one beside me. I wake up every morning, my mother will chide me. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. Saturday night, no subway stations. Saturday night, just changing TV stations. I'm just a suburban boy, just a suburban boy. And I know what it's like. I've been rejected every night. And I'm sure that it must be easier for boys from the city.
Good evening, this is John Boyce. Welcome you to the Sonny Michael Show, broadcast across Australia and around the world on the MVP network and between stations. Tonight's pub rock special guests include serial killer dinner party, Stuart Strauss, Sage 50 Large, Bruce Starr, Space G, Fun with Explosions, Queen of the Ants, Space Party, Vamp, Acoustic Alchemy, and a house band Stencil Jazz, and a man who's seen it all but understood very little of it. Here's Sonny.
Thank you everyone. Welcome everybody to the Sonny Michael Show Pub Rock Special. How's this wonderful audience doing tonight? You're going to love the show we've got for you this evening. We've got a whole heap and helping of acts making their debut tonight. Now listen to this, folks. Serial Killer Dinner Party make their show debut, along with Queen of the Ants, Vamp, and Fun with Explosives. Sage and Friends are back, along with Space Party, and 50 Large and Spazzy G. From Hollywood, Stuart Strauss joins us not once, but 2 times. He brings us a song and hosts a new segment on the show, Into the Hollywoods with Stuart Strauss. From New York, Roo Starr featuring Johnny Young. And be amazed, people, we have the Grammy-nominated Acoustic Alchemy, featuring a winner of the Gibson Guitars Jazz Guitarist of the Year Award, Miles Gildeday. We've got the second part of our HO scale, 3-minute Theatre Playhouse presents What Happened to Lord St. Peter's. Our house band Stencil Jazz, Sonny's Wheel and loads more. How are you tonight, John?
Oh, I'm terrific, Sonny. How the devil are you?
Well, I'm surprised I'm still here. I went to a pub trivia quiz last night. Now, I could tell it was a really rough place.
Oh, yeah.
The first question was, what are you looking at?
So how'd you go at the pub quiz, Sonny?
Not too good, mate. Turns out I don't know anything about pubs.
Well, I was at the karaoke at the local the other night and they asked me to leave for singing Danger Zone 7 times in a row. Apparently, I had exceeded the allowed number of Loggins attempts.
Serves yourself right, John. Let's get on with the show. Welcome, folks. The first act on the show tonight is our house band Stencil Jazz. The song they're performing is Down at the Doctor's, which was the first track of Dr. Feelgood album Private Practice. It was released as a single in the UK in September 1978, 1 month before the album's release. Now, the song was written by Mickey Jupp, and it was Dr. Feelgood's third hit single and continued to be played by the band. In addition to Private Practice, versions of the song appear on numerous other Feelgood albums, including the eponymous Down at the Doctor's, the final album recorded by Lee Brillo in January 94, shortly before his death. Well, folks, here they are, Stencil Jazz, Down at the Doctor's.
I still feel alive. I want a place to go around about 5. Down to the doctor, down to the doctor, down to the doctor. Make you feel good all night. Everybody needs a shot of vitamin B, so come on down to my surgery. Down to the doctor, down to the doctor, down to the doctor. Make you feel good all night. Down to the doctor, coming down to the doctor, make you feel good all night. Come on, baby, gonna do you no harm. I'm just gonna shoot some rock and roll in your arm. Down to the doctor, down to the doctor. Make you feel good all night.
Great stuff. Stencil Jazz kicking off the show. Give him a big hand.
Have you started it? Well, we are Serial Killer Dinner Party with our song Obligations. Sonny Michael's show. Only the best for Sonny Michaels.
I thought this was MTV.
Oh, it's MTV?
You said it was MTV.
Oh, shit.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Sonny Michael's, guys.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. And this band are making their debut on the show tonight. Serial Killer Dinner Party are a high-energy alternative punk rock band They've been ripping up the stages of Brisbane and the Gold Coast since 2016. Now, after some initial lineup changes, founding band members Lee Robinson on vocals and bass and Josh Prosser have a fresh new lineup, recruiting Adam Walshaw on drums in 2018 and completing the band by adding riffs by guitarist and longtime Sonny Michael Show supporter Mark Muggsy, who was one of our first winners on Sonny's Wheel, wasn't he, John?
He certainly was.
Now, their song tonight is the latest single, and it's called Obligations. And guess what? Seen for the very first time here on TV on the Sonny Michael Show. It's an exclusive. Get that, folks, eh? Anyway, here they are. Make them welcome. Serial Killer Dinner Party. Obligations. Rock 'em, give 'em a hand. Serial Killer Dinner Party. Now, their latest single's out now and it's called Obligations. Hey, say John, you know, as I was out jogging on my way to the gym...
Sonny.
Okay, John. I was out getting a meat pie. Well, on my trek. Anyway, a priest stopped me and asked me to wait at the post office, and of course, I obliged. Well, he said to me, "You're a polite young man. How would you like to listen to my sermon this evening so that I may show you the way to heaven?" Hey?
So what happened, Sonny?
Well, I told him, "Thanks, but no thanks, preacher man. You reckon you're going to show me the way to heaven? Can't even find your way to the post office." Now, we're off to a break now, and we'll be back with Queen of the Ants, 50 Large, Spazzy G, Sonny's Wheel, and heaps more. Don't go away. Welcome back. Now, this next band are making their debut on the show as well. Queen of the Ants formed in 2017 in northeast New South Wales when Jane MK and Jack Mead started writing songs with Cat J. Now, after having played in various cover bands, they felt the time was right for some hard-hitting original punk. Combining a blend of harmonies with a backbone of bass, drums and grungy guitar, Queen of the Ants tell it like it is and take no prisoners. With influences like PJ Harvey, Joy Division, Sex Pistols, The Vinyls, Celibate Rifles and The Cramps, be sure to look out for them. Now, featuring Jane on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Cat on backing vocals and bass, Jack on lead guitar, and Ian on drums, you can expect the stories of the people with righteous anger and a touch of love and a touch of DIY approach to performance and expression. And make them welcome to the show. Here they are, Queen of the Ants with Chantel.
There is no God. She swears she's gonna get straight before it's too fucking late. Chantel, a really good girl. She is a friend of mine. Chantel, a really good girl. She is a friend of mine. Don't you be putting her down. Are you out of your mind? Don't you be putting her down. Are you out of your tiny mind?
fantastic. Loving tonight's show. Now, Queen of the Arts, everyone. Now, if you want to know more about that band, or if you want to know about more, or any of the other knockout artists we have on the show, you can visit www.thesonnymichaelshow.com and follow the links to the artists. Welcome back, folks. Now, we had this rockin' three-piece on the show back in March. Coastie's 50 Large have this song, and it's called Cramped. It's an instrumental. It's dedicated to the well-known and well-loved band The Cramps. The video was recorded the gig they played at the Mosh Pit in Sydney at the start of May, when they supported Oz Rockers Jupiter 5. And the band have asked me to give a shout out to Aidan for the artwork at the beginning of their clip, and to Jupiter 5 for just being a cool band. Here they are, everyone, 50 Large for their song Cramped. Thank you, 50 Large. Now, everyone, these blokes still got their vinyl EP, Black Interceptor, that's it up here, right? And that you can get via their Facebook page and I-94 Bar Records. Now, we're off to a break, and we'll be back directly. Please stick around. Oh hi, Sonny Michaels here to tell you about my good friend John Voice's new album, John Voice Speaks the Classics.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be Let It Be.
20 great memorable tracks sure to please.
I'm on top of the world, looking down on creation. You know, and the only explanation I can find...
Songs that are informative.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure not to tailgate and wear some flowers in your hair.
Tunes that your gram will love and remember.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Telling me just what a fool I've been.
Yeehaw, it's a hoedown.
Take me home, country road, to the place I belong.
Who can't remember this one?
Our love is a flame, and it's burning within. You know, now and then, firelight will catch us,
Stumbling in, now there's something I can relate to. And who couldn't forget this depressing ditty?
If you leave me now, you'll take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, baby, please don't go.
Love ballads for the boudoir.
And you come to me on a summer's breeze. You keep me warm in your love, and then you softly leave. And it's me, yes, it's me. You need to show how deep is your love.
And it wouldn't be complete without this classic.
Love is in the air. Love is in the air. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I highly recommend this new recording by John Voice. No collection should be without it. John Voice speaks to classics. Out now on album and cassette, from where all good music is sold. Welcome back. I tell you what, John. I tell you what. It's great to see your album rocketing up the spoken song charts.
Thank you.
Have a look at this, folks. You'll have Telly Savalas, if knocked off the top spot finally, eh? After all these years. One of our Sonny Michael Show regulars and a very good friend, Stuart Strauss, performs for us tonight. A Bob Dylan classic, Tangled Up in Blue. The song was written by Bob Dylan in 1974 and is the opening track on his 15th album, Blood on the Tracks. Without further ado, here's Stuart Strauss performing Tangled Up in Blue.
Early one morning the sun was shining and I was laying in bed, wondering if she's changed at all, if her hair was still red. The folks who said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never liked Mama's homemade dress, Papa's banquet wasn't big enough. Well, I was standing on the side of the road with the rain falling on my shoes, heading out to the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could and abandoned it out west. Split up on that dock that night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around and looked at me as I was walking away. Had a sail over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. job in the great North Woods, working for couples a spell. Never did like it all that much. One day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside Delacroix. Well, all the time I was alone, the past was close behind. Seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. Was working in the topless joint, and I stopped in for a beer. I was staring at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. Later on, when the crowd thinned down, I was thinking I'd do the same. Standing there behind my chair, said, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you seem like the silent type. And then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. Well, every one of them words rang true, they flowed like burning coal, pouring off every page like it was written in my soul from me to you, tangled up in blue. Them on Montague Street in the basement downstairs. Music in the cafes at night, revolution in the air. He started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when finally the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. Now I'm going back again, gotta get to her somehow. All the people that we knew, they're illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. I don't know how all got started, I don't know what they do with their lives. For me, I'm still on the road, headed to another joint. We always felt the same, we just saw from a different point of view, tangled up in blue.
Thank you, Stuart Strauss. Now, Stuart will be back later in the show with a new segment called Into the Hollywoods with Stuart Strauss, so stay around for that.
Hey, Sonny.
Yes, John.
Today I met someone who never finishes his proverbs. It's very irritating to talk to him, but you know what they say.
Right on, John. Anyway, I've lost it now. Where are we up to, Frank?
Sage.
Speedy Frank, everyone. That's Frank Arena, our floor manager. Anyway.
Stephen Hartley.
Thank you. Ah, yes, Stephen Sage Hartley. Now, he appeared last on the Sonny Michael Show in March. Stephen is best known as the guitarist for the infamous UK punk rock band Not Sensibles. Joining him for this live recorded song is original Not Sensibles bass player Gary Brown, with Tyler Hanley from the band The Strange on the drums. Now, the song is called Fools, and was inspired by Stephen's stint doing psychiatry whilst at medical school. He was unimpressed with the Western model of psychiatry and questioned at what point difficult life situations constitute mental health problems. Anyway, make them welcome Stephen Sage Harper and friends, the song Fools.
Right, are we on?
I think we are, yeah. I think we all are.
Right, shut up, shut the fuck up. I need a drink of water, really. This song's called Fools, based on the premise that we're all fools to some extent or another unless you're enlightened. And it came about during my medical training when I was doing a psychiatry stint, and I was very unimpressed with psychiatrists and Western psychiatry. There's loads of ruffians in the kitchen taking the piss out of us. Yeah, and it's called Fools. It's about mental health, which is more poignant than ever because mental health problems have absolutely skyrocketed during the pandemic. And this goes out to my Australian friends Mike and Paula, and it's for the Sonny Michaels show. Dressed as a lion, mutton dressed as ham, a wolf in lipskin underpants, getting it while he can. Another lost soul in a drama club, trying to seize the day. Habits and obsessions always getting in the way. Western psychiatry super cult, who is mad this time? Crap life due to madness, or is it the other way around? Western psychiatry, can I have my money back please? Fools, fools, trying to do the best that we can. Trying to do the best that we can. Soul food, where all the chips are down. Pass me the anesthetic, I still need quieting down. Madness due to crap life, or is it the other way around? Western psychiatry, can I have my money back please? Trying to do the best that we can. Trying to do the best that we can.
Put your hands together furiously for Stephen Hartley and friends. And you can visit Stephen's blog at hartleysplot.com. And you can see how his other projects are coming along. Now don't go away, folks. We've got Punk Pilot Spazzy G and Sonny's Wheel coming up. And we'll be right back after the break. Yeah! Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our exponent of vigorous verse, our rhapsodist of rhyme. Here he is, Spazzy G.
Spazzy G.
And then the next morning, this usually happens. This one's called Hair of the Dog. I woke up this morning because I heard my clock go bleep. So I threw it out the window and I went straight back to sleep. I need the hair of the dog to take away the pain. Hair of the dog, I've got to get drunk again. I woke up at lunchtime because someone rang my phone. So I threw it out the window and I yelled, leave me alone. I need the hair of the dog to take away the pain. Hair of the dog, I've got to get drunk again. I woke up this afternoon because someone rang my bell. I threw a brick out of the window and I yelled, you go to hell. I need the hair of the dog to take away the pain. Hair of the dog, I've got to get drunk again. I woke up at dinner time. I was feeling really sick. So I threw up out the window, but it didn't do the trick. I need the hair of the dog to take away the pain. Hair of the dog, I've got to get drunk again. I woke up this evening because my head was racked with pain. So I threw another party and I started drinking again. I got the hair of the dog. It's taking away the pain. Hair of the dog, let's start all over again. Let's rock. As we're on the subject of pub rock, this is a poem based on a true story about going to see a band many, many years ago. It's called Sitting Pretty in the City. Snorting speed off a toilet seat on a train bound for London town. A bag of glue and a can of special brew and a bottle of Merry Down. Just my mates and me, and we're feeling really free and we ain't going to get uptight. We're feeling free because we know we're going to be sitting pretty in the city tonight. Waterloo is the end of the line and we know this night will go well. Jump the tube to Hammersmith, then walk to the Clarendon Hotel. We're going to see the Vibrators, a band that's fast and tight, and later we'll be laters, sitting pretty in the city tonight. We're on the front row and it's all fucking go and we start running out of steam, but for £8 a gram it will go with a bam when we score from the speed machine. The band starts playing and the front row spraying and the strobe light flashing bright, jumping around to the crazy sound, sitting pretty in the city tonight. Drinking with the Vibrators after the gig, getting buzzed up and carried away. Miss the last train home and we've got nowhere to stay. So we're hanging around in London town under the stars and the lights. Let's see who else is hanging around, sitting pretty in the city tonight. Dossing around in the middle of the night, hanging out with the underground folk. They're homeless vagabonds, tramps and scamps, but they'll all share a drink and a smoke. There's a magical place where the stiffs don't go because they're in bed tucked up tight. There's a magical place they're never going to know, sitting pretty in the city tonight. If you've ever been to Wetherspoons and you've got a weak bladder, this poem will resonate with you. It's called The Toilets at Wetherspoons. The toilets at Wetherspoons, horrendous long haul hike. Even if you can get there in time, there's nothing in there to like. Obnoxious brain-dead chavs, in there smoking fags, littering the urinals, engaging in sex with old slags. Toilets they don't have at home, so instead they just piss on the floor. And it drains back down to the barrels, then they can drink it some more. Why would you drink at Wetherspoons? Even the beer is old. 2 weeks past its sell-by date, hurriedly bought and sold. Even the food is heinous, ready to feed to your pets, shoved into plastic containers, preceding a trip to the vets. Odious reheated pig swill, on top of old beer as I said. No one can get to the loo in time, so they piss in the cupboard instead.
Spazzy G, the caustic acrostic pub poet laureate.
Illuminative. How do you like that one? Spazzy G. We're off to hear from our sponsors, and when we return, it's time for Sonny's Wheel. You've been waiting for this, haven't you? I have. I love it.
Welcome to Sonny's Wheel. And tonight, the major prize you won't win is a fabulous 4-night holiday for two on the exciting Gold Coast. staying at the world-renowned Chevron Hotel Surfers Paradise and flying TAA the friendly way. And don't let Blakey get you. This On the Buses board game will guarantee minutes of fun for the whole family, complete with a leering jacko on the box for our friends at Dennis Fisher. You can bowl, rover, over and give Puss the best with a year's supply of Happy Dog beef and Happy Cat fish bits. And don't forget Nana, like most Christmases, surprise her with a year's supply of hearty meals. Pensioner favourites come as beef stew and seafood medley, all thanks to the wonderful folk at Happy Canning Company. Don't let your guests down with this handcrafted fondue set, made locally from old surgical stainless steel and wood offcuts. This will surely get the party started, courtesy the House of Fondue. Along with this state-of-the-art Hanimex AM/FM cassette player. Enjoy your favourite tunes wherever you go. Hanimex, hey, it works. Always be on time with this handsome wristwatch, guaranteed to be the correct time at least twice a day. It comes with a one-size-fits-all band and a knob to wind it up, courtesy of Iverstone's Jewelers. And get ready to get smart. This set of obsolete World Book Encyclopedia will clutter up your lounge room for many years to come with no hope for resale. And this modern camera is just what you need for capturing those embarrassing moments that you and no one will ever forget. The new Instamatic is fun and easy to use from Kodak, the colours of life. And this set of mismatched dinnerware will add some pizzazz to any table. From the amazing staff at Malamine Warehouse, 6 great locations across the south side. These and more great prizes you won't win here on Sonny's Wheel. Now it's back to you, Sonny.
Thank you, and welcome to Sonny's Wheel, to everyone here and at home. Now, we've got a barrel full of entries. Now, good people, you can't win any of those prizes on the intro. Hey, John.
Yes, Sonny?
You know when we played that On the Buses board game the other day?
Wasn't that a blast?
Not at all, John. But we do have a bunch of great prizes from some of our artists that have appeared on the show, and they've generously donated that for you to win. How about, John, you tell the good people here and at home all about them?
The latest CD from Delicatos, Nevermore, courtesy of Delicatos. The new CD from Ups and Downs, Another Country, featuring special guest Rick Springfield on guitar thanks to Ups and Downs. 2 CDs, courtesy of our friends Weasel. A 50 large prize pack from our friends at 50 Large, including their 12-inch EP on vinyl.
The new Delirium Seeds album Underland, courtesy of our friends Delirium Seeds.
The latest Mick Magew CD, Psychopharmacologist, from our good friends Mick Magew and Ursula. A Wayne Lost Soul prize pack featuring his studio albums, t-shirt and stickers and badges, courtesy of Wayne Lost Soul. And an autographed photo of Stuart Strauss as a woodsman on the 3rd series of Twin Peaks, thanks to Stuart Strauss. These and many more great prizes to be won on Sonny's Wheel.
Thanks, John. Also, there's our major prize, a $100 voucher to spend at Poison Arrow Retro and Rockabilly Clothing at their online store. And you can use that anywhere in the world. So everyone, here is how we do Sonny's Wheel. The names of all the entrants have been put into the barrel, where I'll give it a tumble and draw out 2 names. And when I've done that, I'll spin the wheel twice, once for each contestant. And the prize you land on is the prize you win. Now, if you don't win any of our music prizes, you can still win an exclusive I'm a Winner on Sonny's Wheel mug. So, let's get going. Roll out the ball! Come on, give it a hand, everyone. Give it a hand. Come here, you swine. Anyway, you know, I'll tell you what, John, I've grown quite fond of Outback. Do you know, though, that this network is so poor that they rent the barrel out in slow times? Did you know that? The last group that used it was the local time travel club. The local time travel club, yeah. You know, they were giving away 2 tickets to the 1966 World Cup. Anyway, give me some barrel rolling music, please, Mr. Music. alright. Rightio, here we go. Let's dig in here. I'll tell you what, I've got more names than last week. Come on, there we go. That was easy, wasn't it? Oh, just fish around in there, fish. Oh, I said that last. Christine Keach, I'll tell you what. Christine Keach, you're going to love this. I'll tell you what, you love being on the wheel, aren't you? Anyway, here we go. Now number two, everyone's watching. Stand back, please, stand back. I don't want workplace health and safety to hear about this wheel. Okay, here we go. Here we got number two. Number two, we got Julie Duval. There you go, Julie Duval. Rightio, there's our two entrants for this month's wheel. Rightio, watch this one, right? I'm going to race it. On your mark, get set. Go-kart! Oh, there you go. You couldn't write that in the script, could you? Anyway, our first name out of the barrel is Christine Keach. Hey, there's a long time supporter of the show, Christine. I'll tell you what, she's loved the show since the start, and we know that. Okay, it's on number one. That's our poison arrow one. And I'll tell you what, look what we've got here, folks. 50 large. Mick Me Inertia. Weasel. Delirium Seeds. Now, every time another artist gives you something wonderful to put on the wheel, like Delirium Seeds did, I'm going to put one of the mugs off, and I'm going to put it up here on the bookcase. Give away too many mugs. Anyway, back to number one. And not just that, this is an autograph picture from Stuart Strauss, Wayne Lossell, Avocado, bums, ups and downs, wheels, up. Okay, number one, let's go. Let's go for a big spin here for Christine Keach. Christine, you're going to love this spin too. I've been practicing this. Watch, look at that. No, it's not working. I must have a puncture. Here we go. Here we go, what is it? Ah! We finally gave away one of the artist prizes! I'll tell you what, it's been a long time. Frankly was the last artist we gave away on the wheel. So I'll tell you what. Christine Keach, tell Christine, John, what she's won!
Congratulations, you've won the album Psychopharmacologist by Mick McGee. 11 superb tracks courtesy of Mick McGee and Ursula.
Thanks, John. Okay, Julie Duval, you were the next one out of the wheel. Here, take that off my hand there. Frank. CD Frank, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, Julie Duval. Here we go. Oh, back onto number one, the old poison arrow spot. Here we go, I'm going to do this there. I'm calling upon the gods! Give me the strength! I'm going to come alive like James Brown, just like... It's a mug! Anyway, Julie, you win a mug, one of our prize mugs. And I'll tell you what, you know what, this was just another mug. I'm going to throw in, and thanks to 50 Large, you can thank 50 Large for this. I'm going to throw in one of these and a sticker. Yeah, for both of us, Christine and Julie. We're going to get one in because I'm trying to get one in. They won't be exclusive anymore if everyone's got one. Anyway, that's a wonderful gesture from 50 Large. See that? Yeah. Let's see a CD called Loaded, their EP. Anyway, I'll put that up here. Anyway, here we go. Anyway, that's it. John, I suppose you should. We did that, didn't we? You're a mug. I'm the mug here.
Start your day right with an I'm a winner on Sonny's Wheel mug. Have your favourite brew each morning in this handcrafted mug, which is only available by winning it on Sonny's Wheel.
Thanks, John. Now we're going to arrange for the winning entrants to get their prizes. Now, if you want to enter your name for Sonny's wheel, go to thesonnymichaelshow.com and follow the links. And it's as easy as leaving your name and email address. Anyway, that's it for the wheel, folks. Thanks to everyone that entered. Don't forget to get your entries in for the June show, and we're off to an ad break now. And we'll be back with Stuart Strauss's new segment, Into the Hollywoods with Stuart Strauss. Our next instalment of 00 HO Scale 3-minute stationary theatre playhouse presents What Happened to Lord St. Peter's, Roof Star, Space Party, Fun with Explosives, Vamp, and Acoustic Alchemy, and more, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. Now, right now, we have our next instalment of 00 HO Scale 3-minute stationary theatre playhouse presents What Happened to Lord St. Peter's. The mystery continues. Here it is, folks.
As the local battle reenactors take over the village, but that doesn't stop solving a crime.
Oh, my head's banging. I had one too many last night. It's like bloody cannon fire going off in there.
Has the scene of the mystery been disturbed, or has the quick thinking of amateur sleuth Edna preserved this site?
Oh, this is the spot they found Lloyd St. Peter's. Oh, what's that stuck in the ground over there? Oh, it looks like a heel from a lady's shoe. I'll pop it into this bag and keep it safe. This could be evidence.
The people of Lower Malford gather for a funeral, but not everyone's mourning.
Did you see that Crimean War reenactment happening, Jim?
Yes, Sid. It was in the same field as the one we found St. Peter's in.
Well, let's hope it wasn't down by the train line.
My wife said she saw Edna there setting nurses' tent up.
I think it's time we had a word with that Edna. She's got a nose in everything.
You can't do that these days, Sid. You have to have a proper reason.
I think the murderer could be here at the funeral, Jim.
Well, his American agent Biff King made it all that way. The landlord and his wife here as well.
Who's that chap with the tash stood next to St. Peter's wife?
My wife heard in Butcher's that he was her brother from out of town, come to help her out and that like.
I didn't even know she had a brother.
Neither did I, Sid.
You can bet most of this lot will be down at the pub later, drowning their sorrows.
We should go, Sid. 2 birds with 1 stone. We can ask a few questions casually like whilst enjoying tonight's turn.
Ooh, what's tonight's turn, Jim?
Miles Gilderdale, award-winning Grammy-nominated guitarist. He's travelled all the way from York, you know.
OK, Jim. Come on, let's sneak out of here and get ready for the pub.
Right, Sid. First bite's on me.
Only a few, mind. Remember, we've got a murder to solve.
A concert by local lad Done Good is as popular as a funeral in the village. Everyone is there. Maybe even Lloyd's killer.
Hey up, Jim, have a look over there. It's that St. Peter's American agent, Biff King.
So it is. I'll put the order in and we'll go over for a chat.
Alright, you two, are you for the turn?
Aye, landlord. I heard Miles was travelling a fair way for tonight's gig.
Yeah, all the way from York, you know. What can I get you?
The usual, landlord, if there's any Fosters left.
Hey, it's a shame about Lloyd, innit? I mean, he had everything to live for. All that money, a beautiful wife, a nice cars to drive round in, and then that happens to him. Tragic, Jim, it is.
Ah, landlord, it's a real shame. Sid, let's go over and have a chat with Mr. King.
Hello, Mr. King. How do? My name's Sid Ferret, local police, and I understand you were St. Peter's agent.
Yes, that's me. How are you all doing? Not the best circumstances to be traveling here.
No, Biff. Sorry too about Lloyd. Were you close?
Not really. It was strictly a working relationship, although he did trust me with some personal finances.
Oh, aye. And is all that in order now, Biff?
Well, yes, until yesterday, when we got a request for large sums of money to be transferred to the family's bank account here in Lower Mountford.
Well, I suppose it's theirs now, like.
Well, Lloyd didn't want them to know about it. Hid it. How they knew about it is beyond me. He was planning something long-term, he told me.
Something not right.
Definitely not. The whole thing stinks.
Oh, heck. I'm sorry, Mr. King. We didn't mean to stir up any emotions. We'll leave you be for now. Thanks for your time.
He was a bit upset, Sid, to say it was business only between them.
Well, yes. He might have had a few drinks, though. Funeral and all that. Does funny things to a man.
Aye, Sid. Ah, well. A few more pints, eh? Got to be up early tomorrow.
Yes, Jim. Up bright and early tomorrow. 10 a.m. sharp at the station.
I love a good whodunit. Now keep watching for the little big finale on next month's show. It's going to be a cracker.
Hi, it's Rue and Jaja, and we're watching the Sonny Michaels Show.
Welcome back. Now our next guest is New York native Rue Starr. Now, Rue Starr is a songwriter, web show host, illustrator and actress. Crowned Miss Underground New York City in 2017 and dubbed a firebrand by the New York Times, Rue channels equal parts Courtney Love and a gothic version of Olivia Benson from Law and Order. Now, Rue is deeply rooted in the East Village music community and comes from a family of troubadours. Her grandmother performed in vaudeville, while her great-grandmother ran a speakeasy during Prohibition. Now, she's signed with Manta Ray Records and sponsored by Daisy Rock Guitars. Rue is often called a female Lou Reed. Courtney Love singing with Dylan lyrics. Her song, You Suck, has won Best Punk Song on Pirate Radio of the Treasure Coast and was featured on the Bad Girls Club. Now, she works regularly with her Yorkie, Zaza Gabon, and have been in multiple music videos and films together. Now, the song we have tonight is called A Lot of Mistakes, and it's performed by Rue Starr, and it features Johnny Young.
That you do, oh yeah. All those mistakes
Nice. You could have started from there, I wanted to say. Next time we're just going to have you do about 5 of those.
Roo Star and Johnny Young. Now I highly recommend you check Roo's YouTube show out. It's called Roo and Who Show. It's a quirky, cool internet show that features interviews and live performances, loads of fun and always surprises. And you can watch Roo and Who live on the web right here. There it is. And you can find more out about Roo and any of the other artists on the Sonny Michael Show. And you can go to sonnymichaelshow.com, and then you can go and follow all the links to all the artist pages. Welcome back, people. I said Stuart Strauss was going to be back with a new segment on the show, and here he is. It's called Into the Hollywoods with Stuart Strauss. Check this out.
Well, hello, and welcome to this new segment on the Sonny Michael Show. It's the Into the Woods with Stuart Strauss podcast quick video preview minute, in which I'm going to tell you a little bit about my podcast, Into the Woods with Stuart Strauss, available worldwide on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and whatever you listen to your favorite podcast on. Now, we're going to talk about Season 1, Episode 7. Subtitled, The Man That Shook the Hand, Part 1. In this episode, I play music from and tell stories about meeting celebrities such as Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Paul McCartney, Joni Mitchell, Stephen Stills, and the list goes on. In fact, there's now 5 parts in this series of my 17 podcasts, which again are available worldwide, so please listen and subscribe. Subscribing will help me out a lot. Now, in this segment of the show, I'm going to answer viewer email questions. So we're going to start with, let me see here, this question comes from Biff McDonald, who lives in Joplin, Missouri. And Biff would like to know what I was doing February 21st, 1990. Well, Biff, February 21st, 1990 happened to be the evening of the 32nd Annual Grammy Awards show, which was held at the Shrine Auditorium, downtown Los Angeles. Now, I was working just a few miles away in Hollywood at a post-production facility called 525 Post. Now, this was a very upscale facility, and clients included REM, the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, Lowell Cream was a client, Frank Zappa was a client. There were so many that that's enough names to mention. Well, we were watching a live feed of the Grammys while we were working, and this was still very early evening, still during sunlight, plenty of sunlight out. And I got called up to the office, and my boss is telling me I'm going to need to keep a secret, but that Paul McCartney is coming directly from the Grammys to 525 Post to do some work with his film and video director, producer Aubrey Powell. Now, they were assembling video that was going to be seen during Paul's live shows on the screens behind him. And, of course, whatever montages and slide shows they were doing. And this was about the time when Paul was really starting to dive back into playing Beatles music. So, of course, some of the videos and things had a lot to do with his history, and I'm sure were quite emotional. Now, meanwhile, they needed a copy of Band on the Run so they could get good pictures of the album cover, and all they had was the CD, and it just wasn't big enough to suit their needs. Now, I was told that they were looking for this, and of course, I had a copy at home. So I offered to go home and get it and bring it back, which I did. And then they used it for their project. And when they were all done, Aubrey Powell left me a handwritten thank you note inside the album jacket, which was pretty darn cool. And Paul left a present too. We'll talk about that a little later. So I met them when I brought them into the building, and it was Paul and Linda along with 2 of their children, the band, in full galore. I mean, they were dressed to the nines. They had just left this award show. And instead of partying and celebrating, they were working. So it was kind of cool. Anyway, the project for them went on for the next 2 nights anyway, so maybe 3 days, 3 nights total that I was there for. And got to spend some time with Linda, some quality time, because she was only so interested in what they were doing in the edit bay, so she'd come out in the lobby, and there I'd be. So I'd make her drink whatever it was that she liked, and we would talk from there. And when I say drinks, I'm talking either espresso, cappuccino, coffee, or tea. You know, nothing alcoholic by any means. And anyway, she was just so friendly and warm and down to earth, you know, that she made me feel really comfortable just speaking with her. Of course, you know, having known who she was forever. Anyhow, and then when Paul would come out, you know, for an occasional break, everybody would turn into giddy teenagers. And I'm talking about, you know, top Hollywood professionals losing it and all becoming kids again just to get near Paul and shake his hand, which I was one of too, you know. So it was, like I say, a lot of fun. Of course, I had to keep a professional demeanor at all times, but, you know, it comes with the territory, you could say. Anyhow, so that's kind of my story. When they were done with everything, like I say, Paul had left on their last night. He left a little present in the edit bay for me and the guy I was working with who would close down at night. And he wasn't interested, the other guy, so I got to take this with me. And once I was in the car, light it up and think about what had just happened over the last few days. So that's a preview of Season 1, Episode 7 of Into the Woods with Stuart Strauss. I want to thank Sonny, I want to thank Stencil Jazz, and I most of all want to thank you. Take care, folks.
Stuart Strauss, everyone, Into the Hollywoods. Now, here's the link to Stuart's podcast. Really, I recommend it. Now, say, John.
Yes, Sonny?
Fancy meeting Paul McCartney.
I know.
You know, pal, I said to Barbara the other evening, Beatles or the Stones? She pleaded with me, for God's sakes, can't we have some normal food? Anyway, we got, who have we got?
Space Party.
I was about to say that, Frank.
Yes, it's
Pretty Frank, everyone. Anyway, our next artist is Space Party. They're returning to the show. They're a 4-piece garage surf band based in the nation's capital, Canberra. Their song tonight is called Outer Space Girl. It's the second song off the album New Wave. Now this track has Darren Atkinson, who some of you might know as the drummer for Ups and Downs, performing lead vocals. Turn up your tellies and get ready. Here's Space Party with Outer Space Girl.
Back to
give it up for Space Party, Outer Space Girl. Now we're going for a short break, and we'll be back with Fun with Explosives, Vamp, and Grammy-nominated Acoustic Alchemy. Stick around, we'll be straight back.
Do you like movie soundtracks? Do you like TV soundtracks? Or even musical comedy soundtracks? If you answered yes to any of those things, then you need to party with Joe on 4ZZZ Soundtrack Show every Saturday night from midnight through to 2 a.m. The 4ZZZ Soundtrack Show plays a great variety of music including punk, blues, country, hip-hop, heavy metal and rock and roll. Grab a drink, turn up the volume just a little, and listen to Joe on the Soundtrack Show every Saturday night, 12 to 2 a.m. on 4ZZZ FM 102.1 MHz or live stream on 4ZZZ.org. The Sonny Michael Show is a proud supporter of 4ZZZ and community radio.
Welcome back. The next band are called Fun with Explosives. They were formed in 2010 after the demise of Brisbane punk legends Anger in Motion and Spank Sinatra. Since then, they've been tearing up the stages of Brisbane, Ipswich and the Gold Coast. They're straight down the line, tight, guitar-driven hard rock. Their song is a right old-school banger, I'll Give You Grief, recorded at Core Studios on the Gold Coast. The band has a solid lineup of Leon on vocals, Sean on guitar, Dave on bass and Crumpy on drums. Hold on to your seats, everyone. Here it is, Fun with Explosives, I'll Bring You Grief. Fun with explosives, everyone. Give them a hand. Now, you can find them on Facebook, Bandcamp, and the links will be on the Sonny Michael Show website. The next act on the show are called Vamp. They're an Australian all-girl three-piece band originally formed in Newcastle in 2010. The talented trio of Harmony on guitar and vocals, Corey playing bass and Libby on drums. Now, they've been on an extended break, but now they're back and we have them on the Sonny Michael Show. Not only that, we get to see their new video for their song Polygon in an exclusive for the show. Here they are, folks. Vamp with Polygon.
Fucking shit. Fuck off.
Put your hands together for Vamp. They have an absolutely boss 5-track self-titled EP, which you can listen to on most of the streaming platforms. We're off to a break, and we'll be back with Acoustic Alchemy and more. Please stay with us.
Hey there, I'm Miles Gilderdale. You're listening to The Sonny Michaels Show.
Welcome back, folks. We have a superb treat for you this evening. We have Grammy-nominated band Acoustic Alchemy, featuring a winner of the Gibson Jazz Guitarist of the Year award, Miles Gilderdale. Acoustic Alchemy formed in England in the early 80s, around the acoustic guitars of Simon James and Nick Webb. After 2 unprofitable albums, Simon James left in the mid-80s. In 1985, Webb discovered Greg Carmichael, a guitarist with a London pub band, who became James' successor. The pair quickly found work as an in-flight band on Virgin Atlantic flights to and from the USA. After sending demos to MCA Records, the band was called in to record their first album. 2 more albums followed for MCA, The title track of one of those albums, Natural Elements, became the theme music for the BBC program Gardener's World. Acoustic Alchemy soon moved to the jazz label GRP as MTA had bought that, and 6 more albums were to follow. The band's 10th album, Positive Things, released in 1998, was to be the last album with original frontman Nick Webb. Now, Webb was credited on the album with contributing to every song. His parts were performed by long-standing sideman John Parsons, as Nick Webb had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer before working on the album and passed away on the 5th of February 1998. After Webb's death, Greg Carmichael brought in Miles Gilderdale as his musical partner, and the band moved label to Higher Octave Music. Their debut album on the label, Beautiful Game, in 2000, was more experimental, with several genres of music being borrowed. The album Art, released in 2001, was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Contemporary Instrumental Album. Now, a little bit about Miles Gilderdale. A well-accomplished guitarist and performer, Miles Gilderdale first became known in the 1980s as lead singer and guitarist in the Yorkshire-based soul band Zoot and the Roots. And look at this, folks. Now, he's worked on stage with artists as mixed as Ben E. King, Ronnie Wood and Jules Holland. He composed the music for the award-winning computer game Broken Sword, and when he's not touring with Acoustic Alchemy, he can be spotted gigging around the UK with the Blue Flies, a funk blues outfit. Without going any further, here is Acoustic Alchemy and their track Lazy. Acoustic Alchemy, Lazy. You can find out more at our show's website. We're off to a break now, and we'll be right back to wrap up the show. Hey, it works. Welcome back, folks. It's that time again. We have to say cheerio and finish our Sonny Michael Show Pub Rock special. Aww. I'd like to thank all the wonderful artists that have appeared on this evening's epic show. Serial Killer Dinner Party, Queen of Yanks, 50 Large, Stephen Sage Harper and Friends, Stuart Strauss, Rooster, Space Party, Spazzy G, Fun with Explosives, Vamp, and Acoustic Alchemy. And don't forget our house band Stencil Jazz. And you, the audience and the viewers at home, wherever you are in the world. Now, to find out more, you can go to the website right there. There it is. That's the way. Where you'll find all the links to the artists we have on the show. And you can show your appreciation by going to their pages and buying some of their music and merchandise. And while you're there, visit the Sonny Michael Show shop. We have t-shirts and hoodies and mugs as well. And if you purchase something from there, you'll help keep the Sonny Michael Show on the air. And don't forget to enter Sonny's Wheel. And I'd like to thank our wheel sponsor, Poison Arrow, and all the artists who donated kindly. And all the viewers can get involved by sharing and telling their friends and family about the show. And like we say here on the Sonny Michael Show, the more voices we have, the easier we are to hear. Hey, say John.
Yes, Sonny?
You know, I asked Mike, our producer, if I could leave the production meeting early the other day, and he said, yeah, if I make up the time. Well, I said, sure, it's 14.
I'm with us, Sonny.
I know. Well, that's it for the show. You've been a tremendous audience. I want to leave you with this little thought. Today I learned that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. You know, I can't remember the last time I ate a monkey. Radio, support the artists, be kind to each other, stay safe, and good night.
Guest and artist choose the fly, TAA the Friendly Way, and drive She'll Be Right car rentals. Sonny stays at the Winning Creek Hotel and is dressed by Horn for Menswear Chemistry. Stencil Jazz is dressed by Poison Arrow, Rockabilly, and Retro Clothing. This has been an MVP production. MVP Network. This is John Voice speaking.